Hello, I'm Mikhail. This is a video for tipsquirrel.com, and in this video we're going to change this summer image into an autumn one, and we're going to do it all in Adobe Camera Raw or Lightroom. So let's jump in and see how it's done. So here I am in Bridge, and you could just as easily start this in Lightroom. There's nothing I'm going to do here that can't be done in Lightroom. So I'm going to click on my image and then open it up here in Adobe Camera Raw. And if you're working along in Lightroom, then that's where you go over to the Develop module. Now the first thing that we see is the basic panel here on the right hand side, and this is where I do the majority of the work, but in this case not so much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring down the exposure just by about 3/4 of a stop, something like that, around about the 75 mark. And then I'm going to come down and bring the clarity down. I'm going to bring it down to around about 50-ish. There we go, 50 minus 50, and it just takes out some of the detail there. And that's all I'm going to do here in the basic panel. Now what I'd like to do is I'm going to change the hues. Now I could come over here and click on this tab, but actually what I want to do is work on the image. So what I'm going to do is come over to this tool here, the targeted adjustment tool, and if I click and hold, I can come down to hue, and you'll notice that on the right hand side that changes to exactly the same as what I had a second ago. This time though, my cursor there changes to this cross with a target next to it. So I can come down onto the grass, I can click down, and then I can move over to the left there just to take out some of the colours. Now, although this looks green, you can see that it's mainly yellows with a little bit of green in there, and they're changing in relation to each other. I could have made this a lot greener, of course, but I want to take this to autumn colours, so bring the yellows down and the greens a little down, just a tiny bit. So that was easy enough. The next thing I want to do is come over to the effects panel, and relatively new in Adobe Camera Raw and Lightroom, we have this Haze slider here. Now it's designed to take away haze, as the name might suggest, but we can add it in. So taking it away will go to the right, but actually we want to add it in. So I'm going to go to the left, and it adds this beautiful foggy misty effect just like that. Now finally what I want to do is add a little bit of colour into the sky, just so it looks like the sun's trying to burn its way through. I'm going to do that with a graduated filter up here. And I'm going to come down and just change that. Well, I don't want more clarity put in. What I do want to do is have a little bit of colour. Let's take the saturation out of that as well. So I'm going to click on the colour. I'm going to choose sort of one of these oranges over here. Let's get a little bit more orange than that. Bring down the saturation right the way down. And then go and make a graduated filter just like that, just to add a little bit of colour into the sky. Now if I don't think that's enough, I can always come back and change the colour anytime I like, just by clicking on it again and maybe bringing up the saturation just to add some colour into the sky. Actually I think where it was just about right. I'm going to click OK, and there we go. We've taken a summer picture and we've changed it into autumn. The final thing I'm going to do though, just to round this off, is come back over here, and I'm just going to put a post-crop vignette on. I do like a good vignette. There we are. Let's bring the midpoint in just a little bit. There we go. And so we've now gone from a summer to an autumn and put a vignette on for good luck. Let's have a look at the before and after. There we go. I'm Mikhail. This was a video for tipsquirrel.com. Don't forget to come and join us over there for more tutorials, both video and written, and I'll see you back here next time. Bye bye for now.